And I've said this before, and I'll say it again because it's all about consistency with me. I would spend the majority of the money educating myself, getting in whatever arena that I want to learn in, because in business, no matter where you go, what field you're going to do, money is the fuel, the blood that will get it going. So you're going to burn money. So if you're brick and mortar, internet business, doesn't matter. You're going to burn money. If you're not educated, you're fucked. Because spending money to build something without direction is like giving an infant an AK-47 and saying, hit this one target 200 feet down there. You got 50 shots. The chances are the exception. Plan on the rule.
So basically you say,
learn.
Educate yourself.
Yeah, and so listen, the world is out there. First off, what you can do is you can engulf yourself in the free type of stuff.
YouTube.
Yeah, get the basic understanding so that, and here's what I would do. I would go to get the basic questions, like start tripping and falling. Set up, like if you want to learn econ, set up a Shopify. It's not hard, free trials. You start doing this stuff so that when you actually pay, say you come to someone like me, and you're gonna pay, you're actually gonna put your money where your mouth is, that you have an educated set of questions so you can get value. Listen, me, even at the level I have, which I still think I'm just a little bitch in the sea, when I go and see the people that I want to meet, I already have a list of questions for them. If I go to an event, when I first met Andy, I took my tiny little frame and I linebackered through people and I had all of my questions. It's why we became friends. It's because they're like, damn, this guy was prepared. I will pay, and I do pay hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in personal growth and education every year, because I know that it will pay off for me when the people in the room are there, I can ask them. Like, think of that. Like, I'm in masterminds that are $100,000 and $200,000 a year, but like think of who else is in that mastermind. They also paid $100,000 or $200,000 a year. Like, people forget that's the ecosystem. People always ask me why I do this. You've got this money, why do I do this? And like other people like give these great answers of like, I'm here to save the sedan. Like, nope, not me. I'm here for my seat at the table. I know what real power in this world is. And I asked a very wealthy, affluent, not just rich, powerful, like Koch brother powerful, like moves countries around. And I asked him, I'm like, I want that seat at the table. And I want to bring all my people with me. I want a whole new table. Like listen, who doesn't want to be able to get out of trouble when you get in trouble? Who doesn't want to have connections to take care of things? And I asked how you get that. And they said, give so much value to people that when the time you ask for it in return, it's not even a question. You've built a family. They're like, look at all you've done for me.
That relationship equity.
And people are like, well, you make all this money, you waste your time doing this stuff. Like, because you, once again, look at life as this tangible, finite right now. What I get right now. It's like, yes, I make less money, even if someone pays me 50 or 100 grand for a very intensive education program, than me just running my stuff. But what happens from that is I bring another human being that is probably already a badass, who becomes a super badass. And now they wear our brand, they wear our family, our community. And now we're not just powerful here, we're powerful as a community. And like, that's what really changes the masses. Like in our group, what's really cool is, we're like 40,000 people strong. In our group, it's like, you can go to pretty much any hotel anywhere. We've got someone who works for one of them. You can go any Avis, you can go restaurants, and our group is more now like, hey, I'm going to Miami and we have hookups. Like, I got a place, you want to stay there? And like, it literally brings a tear to my eye, and I mess with it. And people always like, well, why don't you drop something that's like cheaper? And I'm like, well, you get what you pay for. Like, I don't know how to teach people, and that'd be me lying to teach them what I don't know. Like, I teach you exactly what I do. It's why our programs have blown up, solely because I have to see you every week. Like, you have to see me and I have to see you. And that's what we call it, the eye-to-eye business. And it's like, I believe when you actually care about a human being and they can feel that you care, they make change. And it's one of the greatest things. So if you're gonna get into any space, be annoying to the leaders. Engulf yourself in. People confuse the word persistency and annoyance all the time. I think they're the same thing. Be persistent as fuck. It's annoying when someone's persistent, but be persistent. Eventually, you're gonna catch that person in the right mood, and they're gonna respond to you, and they're gonna be like, go. Because that's all it is. Listen.
The same as grit.
Yup. Be at the bat. Like, go at bat to hit bunts and singles. Just get on base. Because when you're on bat, one time, a home run, a grand slam's gonna be there, and you're gonna smoke that bitch out the park. Yeah. But if you're not showing up at bat, or you're only showing up in hopes for that, it's never gonna happen. Yeah. You look at Warren Buffett, he said that, over like 50 years of trading, that if he missed like 20 days in the market, he would be an average trader. You have to be engulfed in your space, and you have to be resilient. Like if you're gonna get into any
Engulfed
field,
in your space, man.
you gotta be it's like, I love it.
Go all in.
People, if people put like fun next to like building something, I'm like, let's go here and build it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you said, if you had $2,000 right
Yep.
now, the way you will build your legacy
Yep.
is by just educating yourself, right?
Yep.
Educating yourself, let's say, you start with the free stuff first.
Yep.
And then later on, maybe some paid stuff when you have
Yep.
all your questions done together.